are those words specifically bad to you?
Okay.
And what makes it foul language?
Okay.
Because if I was to say, B, you look bad, or girl, you look like a fat bad girl. Like, is it not disrespectful? Is it not foul? Like what makes it foul?
This is Charae B Chicago Podcast, and I am your host, Charae. As humans, there are many layers to us, and life has a way of adding to those layers. Here we talk about the basics, our roots. What are your roots, and your reason for what you do and why you do what you do? Is it your family, your birthland, or perhaps your faith? Whatever it is, let's talk about it. And remember to stay rooted. What's up, everybody? Hey, you guys, I know this is a little different for me to go ahead and do a breakdown in the beginning of an episode, but I just want to break it down to you guys that you guys are coming in on a two-part version of this episode. I had Big Dime and Dante on a previous episode titled Love. Go ahead and check that out. So now we're transitioning into what the conversation later led into. And what we're going to pick up from is Big Dime expressing her passion for lovemaking. So that's where you guys are going to pick it up from, and that's when she's going to say a curse word, quote unquote curse word, and we're going to get into the topic about curse words. All right, y'all, get ready. I think y'all gonna like this one.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have did some shit. Stuff. But
She
look,
tried. I told her before not to curse. You've been doing good.
Oh,
You've been doing good.
Have I?
Yeah, you actually have. You have not been
I'm not
cursing like
cursing?
that.
oh man.
Yeah, you cursed a little, but I know how you curse in
Oh,
real
you
life.
can't-
You
you
doing
got-
good.
You do got the bleep bleep, you know.
I do, but I'm not about to edit this in that way. What I'm gonna do is click that button that say clean or explicit episode, and I'm gonna click on the explicit episode so that all the people that listen to me understand that this is an explicit episode.
I haven't been cursing.
No,
I'm
you
proud of
you said
myself.
it like maybe 2 times. Like, yeah, only you haven't really been
Poquito?
cursing.
What did that
You
mean?
and Poquito.
Paquito, huh?
What did that mean? I've been
You
been
know
going
you've been
off.
doing good too.
No, she been going off.
No, she hasn't.
I don't believe you about me
Because
now.
because I'm gonna tell you the truth. She cursed more than you do.
I curse a lot.
I know. Do you know how much she cursed?
She probably curses a lot.
She cursed a ton. No, not a lot.
Me too.
so many months, times.
Exactly. Matter of fact, she almost didn't do this episode because I told her that I don't. But she decided to be
Try.
cool anyway.
And I prayed before I did it, and God really helped.
Yeah,
Really,
exactly.
really,
Yeah, and
yeah.
she has not really. She's been having some slip ups, but it's been y'all slip ups is
And I
good
caught
example of
myself.
how
Yeah.
much y'all
I
curse.
ain't gonna- I'll
Actually,
be honest. Usually, when I get sleepy, I curse a whole lot,
yeah.
and I'm sleepy. So I know, like, usually, like I curse, like unnecessarily. But I know, like, I catch myself saying, like, I'll be like, you didn't even need to say that.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
like, all right, you probably sleepy. And it's crazy how, like, I know that's
You know
the
what
tell.
I hate?
That's good to know something about yourself like that.
People don't understand what judgmental is.
Break that down for me.
People really don't understand it. If you really think about it,
Mm-hmm.
it's a word. It's an expression.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know who made this. Oh, those are bad.
Mm-hmm.
When you really think about it, it's not. When you really, really think about it, it's not.
What makes you say that?
It's more about the intentions, I feel like. Because
Okay.
I could
That
curse
too.
you out without saying any curse
Because I
word.
can say I love the hell out of God, and I mean that.
Right. Okay.
But if I say shut the hell up, you take it how you want to take it.
Right.
No, right. We know how you supposed to take it, though, right? If somebody say that to you,
No, that's true.
At the end of the day, I mean that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's an expression. And that's just how I feel. So people say, "Oh, cursing is bad, foul mouth." I don't believe in it.
Interesting.
I agree. I agree with her on that.
I actually don't.
Because you're
I know.
at this point,
I
you're just
don't.
trying to make something feel like what's actually the point of it. To be honest, oh, that language is so bad. Who made this language bad?
Right.
No, like for real. Somebody tell me How is this bad? Who said it was bad?
Right.
What makes you think it's bad? It's an expression.
You know what? Let's not make that rhetorical. I want to hear your response to that because I feel like you got one.
Yeah,
because I agree with her. But let's.
So
I know you're here. Let's hear it.
Because
What you grew up on?
No.
Let's hear it.
My parents can curse with the best of them.
For sure.
Exactly. So not even close. And I used to curse up a storm. I was a product of it. You know what I mean? I just chose now to no longer use the words and use the language. And honestly, God is the one that led me to let go of those words. A lot of the things that I've changed is because of it. I think now that I live a life without cursing, I've noticed that the way I communicate with people is better. And that's I think that just plays a small part to it because of course ultimately me giving my life to Christ, I think that's the main reason why. But the cursing, the language behind it, it's like certain words you can say without having to curse and it can have the same impact. But I think cursing it's literally called curse words. So it gives a cursing kind of, if you get what I'm saying, like a negative energy towards it. If I get cursed out with no curse words from someone who cares about me, I can receive it and be like, dang, they right. But if they curse at me with curse words, it becomes an energy of don't curse at me. It's different, if you understand what I'm saying.
Well, I
understand what you're saying, but I honestly don't agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we got to that. We already figured it. Y'all don't agree on
No,
this.
we don't.
But look,
no.
And it's okay to agree.
Right.
To disagree, right? No, I want to have a conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's unpack it. So I'm gonna ask you this then: would you feel like that it's how you feel about it, or you think that's kind of universal?
It's kind of universal, kind of. I do notice that some people who do curse, it doesn't come off a certain way. But I've noticed this because it's the kind of people that don't curse that much. It's kind of like, why so much foul language? Why so much of it? You get what I'm saying? It's almost like do you need those words necessarily to express yourself?
Well, I'm gonna say this though. Like, let's just say the word, because I think one of the most unique curse words, in my opinion, is the B word.
Okay. Enjoying the content? Well, we really appreciate you being here. Your viewership matters to us. That's why we ask for you to like the video if this show has brought you any joy, excitement, and/or inspiration. And if you really would like to help and bear witness to the growth of the channel, subscribe. We really love your engagement. It helps us to stay motivated, knowing that you are getting what you need from us, makes us eager to offer you more, while we have faith that there will be. Because it is the most unique. It definitely is.
It's like one of the most powerful ones in my because that word, even people who curse or don't curse, people who curse up a storm don't like being called that word, right?
Right.
You could say all the other ones, people are like, but you say that one, it's like, tables might. The B word,
thanks.
Particularly, is like one of, but like it goes on both ends though too, because it's like she be like, that's my
right.
When a woman say that, usually like that's a strong, like she like it's women who that she's cool with, associates, but she be like, nah, that's my.
Right.
She has a strong feeling towards her. So it's like crazy how universal it could be, to where you could flip tables with the same word and pretty much be locked in by calling somebody that word. To bring it full circle, everybody's feeling about it is completely different, and it depends on how someone says it. So what determines that rule to where it's bad?
That's exactly what I was going to ask you. Why are those words specifically bad to you?
Okay.
And what makes it foul language?
Okay.
Because if I was to say, B, you look bad, or girl, you look like a fat, bad girl, like, is it not disrespectful? Is it not foul? Like, what makes it foul?
No, you can still say something. Just because you don't use foul language don't mean you can't say something foul.
Curse word. Like, what makes these words bad?
So he actually used the perfect word to To me, for as an example. Because, like you said, if we hanging out, we homegirls, maybe I'll say, yeah, that's my B, you know? I say it like that. But if some dude come in and be like, yeah, that B, everybody finna be up in arms because he didn't call the female B. Well, what just changed about that word besides the fact how you use it, right? So think about a normal word. I say you. I say you again. I say you again. What changed? It's still you. The definition never changes. Right. So it doesn't have a negative or a positive connotation to it. It's literally just a word. It's like, I know we say you can't give power to, but that word has power by itself. Because how I choose to use it, no matter how I choose to use it, is how you're going to receive it based off how you feel about that word. But if the word just has a definition, then it just has a definition. If I say foul, you know what foul means. Foul means that it's bad, it's disgusting, it stinks, right? You know, based off the definition, it's foul. But if I say B word, depending on the conversation, it could be bad. But the only reason why you think it's good is because you made a choice to say that it's good because that's my friend. But you could just say my friend. You don't have to say that's your B. A friend is a friend regardless. But a B word is a female dog. It's a sissy man. It's my closest female friend. It has way too many connotations. You understand what I'm saying?
That applies to all words.
Right.
No, it does.
It does. It applies to all words. When you really break it down and think about it, it's just like you have one word that has so many different meanings.
Cape. The word cape. It's a type of landscape. It's something people put on their backs. It's a part of a book. It's that's just one word. You could say another thing like uniform. Uniform it could be something you have to wear when you go to school.
Right.
It could be meaning that things are in a certain order.
Yeah.
It could be every word has a lot of different meanings.
That's true.
And they all can be used negatively.
This is true.
So
but not all of them can be used. They can be put in a sentence to be used negatively.
My thing is you have so many different words that have so many same words that has different meanings. What pinpoints these words to be so bad?
Exactly.
But also, if you really think about it, nothing. Like,
but not just that. When you do that, when you isolate those words and say these are the bad words, I think that makes them more powerful.
But we are so used to saying these are bad words, but in reality,
they words like the other ones. Yeah, I agree. But when you make them,
I don't think so.
We grew up on those are bad words.
I think they want your attention too.
Them out there?
They was just trying to call you.
Oh, they was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up? How you feeling today? Feeling like you will want to stay connected with me, your girl Charae? Well, follow me on Facebook at Charae B Chicago, where we can chat one-on-one through Facebook Live and messaging. Plus, you will get first access to future prizes and giveaways. You are important to me as a supporter, so I want to support you too. Now go follow the page so we can stay connected. Go to Charae B Chicago Facebook page. I'll be waiting. All right, you guys, I want us to do a quick breakdown just to explain what's going on. We are celebrating my birthday, my 33rd birthday at my house, having a nice game night. And as I said in the previous episode with Love, Big Dime, asked that we can go ahead and just do a quick podcast real quick. So we did. And my house was full of people. So it was just Big Dime, myself, and Dante in the beginning. And then as the conversation progressed and we started to have the conversation about quote-unquote curse words, next thing you know, here comes everyone else to have their opinion, and everyone else started to jump in. So that's what you're about to hear. You're about to hear some of my cool people jump in. There's one person who jumped in we're just gonna call them anonymous. So yeah, you guys go ahead and pay attention. Like I said, I think y'all gonna like this one. Stay tuned.
I didn't get into it.
So I done brought some people back in here with me to finish talking about this cursing, because I'm the only one on this side. I don't know how the other two people feel on this side of not, cursing. So I'm gonna ask them to introduce themselves and also to let me know what side they on with the cursing and not cursing. All right, I'm gonna start with you, Miss Lady. How would you like to be introduced on the mic?
Well, hello, I am Illinois, and I will say that I'm not against it. I'm not too crazy about it. I wouldn't say that it's bad in general unless you use it excessively. I feel like people who just overdo it, like they have to curse in every single sentence, at this point, you can't find a better vocabulary to fully express yourself. But there are valid times where you can curse because you're expressing your feelings. It's an energy. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to put it.
You coming from.
I think I'm already getting it.
It's almost so like somebody who curses a lot. It's almost like I said before. It's like a block. You can't find other ways to express yourself, so you always have to curse.
That's interesting.
I mean, and that's why people try not to curse as much.
I never looked at it like that.
Yeah, you can't find a better vocabulary.
People be like, damn.
And that's like what you pointed out in the previous podcast when you said it's an energy. Well, like if somebody says something speaking their truth, it's like, okay, I receive it. But once you start cursing, it's like, okay, now you're getting aggressive with me.
Did you want to join Miss Lady?
It may not sound like fighting words when you're not trying to like curse directly at them.
Okay.
It can just be at them, but it can come off aggressively.
Right.
So it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it.
Well, of course, how you say it too, but I just feel like for me, when I curse, like I curse more when I'm driving. I have a little bit of road rage. So yeah, when I'm cursing,
have a little more expression, right?
Yeah, I express myself in that sense.
It's an expression.
So for me, when I curse, it's because maybe I'm reciting something like a conversation. Like say if I'm telling you about a story, and there were curse words, and I'm gonna repeat what was said. Or if I'm singing a song, or like I said with road rage, but like just to be cursing.
All right.
So
really
with road rage,
I want to bring my other person
rage,
in.
Could you not find a better vocabulary to say with road rage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Be
It's,
like,
it's almost like, I don't know if this is a good analogy.
You rude driver, instead of saying, why did you bump into me, you fucker? Like, what, you know what I'm saying?
Leave that out, right?
I mean, we raw, right? I mean, God knows best.
No, but look.
So I want, how would you like me to introduce you, Miss Lady? Why you want me to put this in? Can't nobody hear you.
My sonny.
Okay. So what's your point of view on this?
Oh, like cursing, not cursing.
Yeah.
Personally, quote unquote, I would consider myself to quote unquote curse a lot. But to me, I don't define curse words by, oh shit, fuck, I define curse words about like, I think people have become so accepted to be like, oh shit, fuck, I use them kind of as like adult exclamation points.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay, I agree.
Honestly.
And
exclamation with expression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every other word.
Adding emphasis.
Call me dramatic. I might be like this, whatever. But I feel like, to me, curse words is more like you speaking down, you talking ill, you like, to me, it's like these exclamation point ass words. Like, what the fuck do they really mean when motherfuckers out here saying like real bad stuff about
Cursing.
I
mean, people can say some rude things without cursing. They
That's
really can
facts.
curse you out without cursing. So it goes back to what really are curse words.
That's
because people can really disrespect you
stupid.
respectfully. Like, exactly.
Calling somebody retarded. Like,
You're a liar.
I don't know about lying is cursing. You either lying or you ain't.
yeah.
No, that's actually.
But
I like
some
that
people
you brought
say
that
that
up.
you're cursing instead of saying, "Oh, you're telling a story."
Right. I was gonna say, because to a lot of people, the word lie is a curse word. To a lot of people.
To your parents, because they don't want you to tell them that you're lying.
A lot of older folks and a lot of other people, like, they will tell you liar. They'll
Don't say
get
it,
offended by it, like you call them a B word.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah, that's true.
well, with the word liar, since you use it in that way, I feel like it's an authority thing. I mean, this is going off subject. But when kids, that's just like when kids say certain things to an adult, it's like now they feel, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, who you think you talking to? Like, I could just be speaking my truth in a well-mannered tone. But if I'm speaking my truth and you don't like it, I feel like it's an authority thing. It's like, who you talking to? Because I called you a liar, but you did lie. So you're not upset with the fact that I called you a liar. You're upset with the fact that I told you about yourself and you can't handle taking that from somebody younger than you. So that's why I think that's an authority thing with the word liar. It
goes back to that word that can.
So they want you to play it. So they want you to play it down. Say, you told me a story because it sounds very polite, and they don't. They won't be as offended.
But there's people who feel a way about it, even when adults say it, or even let's say even if we take it off liar, what about racial slurs? Those are things people don't like to hear that are said that aren't necessary, or even in those racial slurs, some of them will have normal words like just to say one wetback.
And you know what?
Those are two normal words that are considered. You would have to bleep it out if you said it on TV. You get what I'm saying? So to add more nuance to it, what are really curse words? So and then why are we adding so much? I truly personally think if we all in this room collectively made the decision to say water was a word that was offensive, and I would say it may be just 2 or 3 days. If we all live together and we all we're around each other a lot, it would become subconscious to where you would hear other people say it and get offended. I would say if not 2 or 3 days, a week, or even a month. I think oftentimes the power that's put into a word and what makes it a curse word and make it not a curse word is how you perceive it. And it's a choice. And I don't think they're necessarily more powerful than others. I think we just choose to make them. Yeah.
And then I guess the word liar just sounds more, I don't know if demanding is the right word to use. That's just like they don't even like for kids to say, how dare you? Because it just sounds so aggressive, I guess.
Yeah. But because there are people who don't like the word in general, whether it's from a kid or an adult. But I know because it is my buddy's mom, but she doesn't let anyone say it in her house. Like if you say it, she doesn't let anyone say it in her house.
You're a liar, right?
Yeah, you can't say that word in her house. If you say it, pause. Everybody pause. It don't matter. Even her grandma. Even her mom. You can't say it in her house.
That's wild.
Telling
the story.
Telling stories, fibbing.
Think about adults don't want kids to say shut up because it just
okay. You said, "How dare you do this to me?"
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you do this to me?
Yeah.
But you think it's solely on power, the power struggle.
What's the difference in real life? What is the difference? How dare you do this to me?
Because it sounds so aggressive.
Did you do this to me?
It sounds very aggressive.
It's no difference though. You said it aggressive.
I've heard kids say it, and I've heard adults be like, "Don't say that," and I'm like, "What?
Don't say that. Don't say that."
Like what makes it a bad word?
There's a difference. I felt that difference.
Like that. I don't feel like that. It's a difference though. It's like parallel to someone saying kill them with kindness, because you being proper with this shit in a way. So you mad because I'm treating your ass in a proper fucking way.
You got to bleep that out.
How dare you?
I felt, but
how fucking dare you?
We don't curse on this podcast.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's strong.
I feel like if somebody,
how the fuck can you, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
that shit.
Cursing me out without cursing.
It's basically creating levels of disrespect. It's whether you I'm finna talk to you how I know we talk, or am I finna send you a corporate email? Either way, bitch, you know what the fuck. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I get it, Charae, but I'm. This is a real raw. I do. This is a real raw podcast. So it's hard. Like when you're talking on this subject, it's hard to not curse because we're trying to see where each other coming.
No, so remember I told you in the beginning. I said go ahead because I would click that button quick.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
But I appreciate you respecting my podcast.
And I do.
In general.
I definitely do respect it, and I'm trying my best.
I know. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I understand where everybody is coming from. It's just that we agree to disagree.
I think y'all. No,
as far as the
I
cursing,
just don't think that cursing is a real thing because I think that if that's the case, I feel like all words are the same.
Let me take off the R and add another S. It's not a curse word; it's a cuss word. So cussing, I don't think it's bad until you abuse it.
She good.
That's what I was saying.
How would you like for me to introduce you, lady?
Like this, if that's the case, okay, you say you don't think it's bad until you use it. Just think about if you're around your grandma and you like, I just won the fucking lottery.
And she gonna say, "Woo!"
That's not bad. You're like you said, exclamation.
But some people are gonna be like, did you really just curse in front of me?
said I won the lottery. Why is you talking about that right now? I just said I won the lottery. Why is he?
No. Who's gonna say what you just said?
I mean, in the midst of the moment,
motherfuckers. If you're happy, kids is literally cursing at their mamas right now. So who's gonna say, "Why would you curse at your grandma like that"? I mean, no.
Some people might.
So let me take that back, because I probably would say some shit like that. I mean,
you got some
like
people
that.
out here that.
But I'm saying though,
it ain't like it ain't nobody out here that
if they know you grown, I feel like at that point it depends on the word.
It's bad when it's
certain words that be more aggressive.
But people gotta stop being like that. Like y'all gotta stop thinking like that. Y'all have to really be open minded to it. Like it's literally just the word.
It depends.
I feel like people should not attach cussing to tone no more.
No.
If you
can.
What do you mean?
I feel like people should not attach curse words to tone anymore. I feel like some people attach, like, even if I say that, no matter how I say it, like, is really whatever, and then I don't feel like we should attach it to tone anime.
I didn't know that people did.
I feel like
they do. That's all
really
the time.
what it is.
But it is a tone.
Because
just like she said,
bitch.
But I feel like
two different tones.
Okay.
It is
That's
a tone.
But I feel like it's come to a place where it's like it's not really a tone. Like it's kind of like
it is though.
It is.
I literally just said
she just gave me two examples. I felt that different.
It's
times of endearment.
Those type of words, it has nothing but to be associated with tone. Because that's the only way you'll be able to know how it's coming off.
And you have a lot of words that mean different things. So it's just like you have a lot of words that mean different things.
I mean in a way that I feel like sometimes like bitch. No matter how you say it, some people gonna be like, and in that case, it's just like. Yeah.
That's not true because, like an example, if I say, man, these my bees right here, like they my homegirls. That's a different kind of energy opposed to saying, yeah.
I look at cuss words as I do
right.
with your tone and anything. Let's just take out cuss words. Period. Again, with what you said, Big Dime, you said it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So let's say there's been a rumor that you said something about me, and I came to you. If I said, hey, you said so-and-so about me, now you're going to think I'm trying to come to you to fight. Versus, hey, I heard there was a rumor, and they said that you said this about me, like what really happened. Now the energy is different. I'm sending the same message, but you're taking it a different way. That's how I look at cuss words. It's an energy. It's a tone. It's all on how you say it. So if I'm having a conversation, if I'm having a conversation with you and I'm cussing, you know, like you said, I won the effing lottery. You know, I'm not cursing at you or to you. I'm just expressing myself. Versus if I use the F word in a different way, you may think that I'm trying to like fight you or something or be aggressive if that makes sense. So again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So cussing ain't bad till
it's bad.
It's bad. So I don't know if that analogy was fitting. It made sense in my head. I don't know if y'all got it.
I just don't believe in bad words.
The first one.
You don't believe in bad words at all?
Like all words are words. Like
nope.
Ugly is a bad word.
That is a. I don't know about that.
That's a curse word.
People wouldn't say that's a cuss word.
Exactly.
Wait, which word did you say?
What we would normally associate cursing words with aren't really cursing words.
That's what I'm saying.
When you are talking, like I think you mentioned before, when you are speaking ill on someone, I hate you. I wish you go here. You're this. That's cursing you're that too. In negative tone. That
you will never be anything.
But people don't want to say that.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the fucking issue. You know, like when people say your words are very strong, like you can curse. Those are cursing words. You're speaking ill on someone else. That's the curse. The curse. You know
now
what
that
I'm
you just
like,
put it in
that's
that way.
what the fuck it is.
Now that
so when we be saying, bitch, I don't mean to cut you off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, bitch is a female dog. Bitch ain't no cursing word. If I'm saying
like, why did
y'all? No, you're right. It's a female dog by definition.
Like, what really made this word bad? That's how y'all are perceiving.
What makes it bad? What makes it bad? We all know the true definition of the B word is a female dog. What makes it bad is what you said right now. It's the tone and the fact that you're calling me a dog when I'm a human being. That's when it's a curse word. It's like, okay, now you trying to.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't make.
But I don't think nobody think about the true definition when they're using that word.
No, I'm giving it
I get what you're saying.
To fit.
Because
at the end of the day.
Because that goes back to you're calling me what I'm not.
You're disrespecting me.
You're disrespecting me.
And you can say that with other words that people don't consider curse words. If that's the case, let's consider these other words curse words.
I mean, honestly, I believe that's how
that ugly girl. How about like that ugly girl or that? What's the difference?
I mean, ugly still in there, so.
I'm saying, I didn't curse her out. I just called her ugly girl. But if I said that, oh, she cursed me. She cussed me out. She called me.
But that's at that level, like that shit ain't got nothing to do with like literally. That's like something we grow up on. Like when people say, that's "Oh, you have to do this certain thing," or that, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't find the exact words that I'm thinking of right now. But
I'm saying people have.
I'm saying that's some shit we teach motherfuckers as they grow up, but that is not really what cursing is.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally
they need to break that because it's not.
We
It's a lot of other
that.
curse
We
words
taught that.
So
now that you just put it in that way, I just got a different perspective. I feel like if anything, they call it a curse word because I pretty much put a quote-unquote spell on you. I just transferred my bad energy to your bad energy. So now that I'm cursing at you, like I'm using fighting words, now you want to fight. So I guess that's a curse, if anything.
Well, can I say something real quick? Go ahead. The only person that was, I'm going to be honest, because I was very quiet if y'all noticed. I'm trying to pay attention to everybody's perspective. The definition that she just gave with the cursing is in like cursing somebody, I'm more leaning on that. That makes more sense to me, opposed to saying that the words don't have any power. Because I think we'd be lying to ourselves if we said that the words don't have any power just because they're a word. But she basically said this word is a word.
No,
and she said it's the tone.
She said it's not what you say, it's how you
say it. Okay.
If in that sense, I feel like it's a curse in a sense because I just compelled you with my energy. Now you're matching my energy.
I get it. Because I really do think that when you say certain things, even whether you cursing or not, it does have an effect on somebody on what you say. It either powers them or it brings them down, or just water off their back depending on who they are and what you said.
In all honesty, I just feel like if we're gonna make these certain words cuss words, we should also make other words curse words
or phrases curse words.
Like, oh, that was not nice.
Or saying it like instead of saying it's a curse word, just saying you, like she said, cursing somebody. You're cursing them. You're giving them bad energy, or you're spreading bad energy.
Yep.
And honestly, it's just stop talking.
It's contagious.
Talk.
You say what?
Stop talking the negative talk.
Stop talking the negative talk.
How about that?
Yeah, I agree.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time for a Bible verse. And today's Bible verse, we are reading Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. Let no corrupt word proceed out of your mouth, but what is good for necessary edification, that it may impart grace to the hearers. Are you imparting grace to the hearers? Are the people who are hearing your words receiving corruption, or are they being edified? My friends and I posed the question of foul language or curse words. If I call you stupid or ugly, am I not bringing you corruption or cursing you? Now what if you say the S word out of frustration? Am I now going to be concerned with your choice of words as the hearer, or am I concerned about your overall well-being and why you're so frustrated? Explicit words, maybe. Adult explanation points, yes. Yet, those adult explanation points do come with responsibility, as any adult thing does. How often do you use those words, and why would you use them excessively? Think about it. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and that should not be taken lightly.
Enjoy tuning in to the Charae B Chicago Podcast? Well, be sure to share us with your friends through any of our other platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, or Apple Podcasts. We appreciate your time. Stay blessed.